Dear learners, Assalamu alaikum. I wholeheartedly invite all of you to watch the video. Our today's topic is information and data. Subtopic is subject specific terminologies and exercise 11 1 to 7. Learning outcomes. At the end of this class, learners will be able to 1. Describe the various terminologies on information and data. 2. Solve the multiple choice questions 1 to 7 in the exercise 11. Main speech on the topic statistics. It is a science which deals with collection, classification, and tabulation of numerical facts as the basis of explanation, description, and comparison of phenomena. Actually, in this subject, all the necessary informations as numerical facts are collected and then classified and tabulated to explain and compare by describing of their phenomena. The numerical facts described in statistics are called data. As for an example, the heights means the members of a family expressed as 36, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72 are data. Classification of data. Data are of two kinds, primary data and secondary data. Primary data, the data collected directly from the source are called primary data. The researchers prepare such data as per their need from the direct source, and so primary data are more reliable. Secondary data, the data collected from the indirect source are called secondary data. The researchers use such data taken from some organizations, and so secondary data are less reliable. Mean, it is an average. Mean of a set of values is the sum of the values divided by their number. As for an example, the mean of 3, 6, 11 and 16 is 3 plus 6 plus 11 plus 16 by 4 is equal to 36 by 4 is equal to 9. Median. If the data are arranged in either in ascending or descending order, then the value which divides it into two equal parts is called median. As for examples, the median of the data 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20 is 15. And the median of the data 8, 10, 13, 15, 16, 18, 20, 22 is 15 plus 16 by 2 is equal to 31 by 2 is equal to 15.5. In the first example, data are of odd in number and arranged in ascending order. 15 divides the data into two equal parts. One part is 12, 13, 14. Another part is 16, 18, 20. That's why 15 is the median. And in the second example, data are of even number and arranged in ascending order also. 15 and 16 divides the data into two equal parts. One part is 8, 10, 13. Another part is 18, 20, 22. That's why median is the average of 15 and 16. Note 1. If the data are arranged either in ascending or descending order of their values, then the data are called organized data, such as 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20 are the example of organized data. 2. If the data are not arranged either in ascending or descending order of their values, then the data are called disorganized data, such as 20, 13, 18, 15, 16, 14, 10 are the example of disorganized data. Mode. The numerical value of data which appears highest number of times is called the mode of the data. As for an example, 7 is the mode of the data, 2, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, 8 and 13. As 7 appears the highest number of times. Class length. The length of a discrete class interval is the sum of the difference between the upper and lower limits and 1. That is, the length of a discrete class interval is equal to the upper limit minus the lower limit within first brackets plus 1. For instance, the length of a discrete class interval 51 to 60, 60 minus 51 plus 1. 60 is the upper limit and 51 is the lower limit, is equal to 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. The length of an indiscrete class interval is the difference between the upper and lower limits. That is, the length of an indiscrete class interval is equal to the upper limit minus the lower limit. For instance, the length of an indiscrete class interval 50 to 60 is 60 minus 50 is equal to 10. 60 is the upper limit and 50 is the lower limit. Mid value of a class interval. The mid value of a class interval is the sum of the upper and lower limits divided by 2. That is, the mid value of class interval is lower limit plus upper limit by 2. For instance, the mid value of the class interval 60 to 70 is 60 plus 70 by 2 is equal to 65. Frequency. The frequency of a value is the number of times that it appears. For instance, the frequency of 45 in the data 30, 45, 35, 45, 50, 45, 60 is 3, as 45 appears in 3 times. Range. The range of data is the difference between the highest and lowest values plus 1. That is, the range of data is equal to the highest value minus the lowest value within first brackets plus 1. For instance, the range of data 12, 45, 25, 30, 35, 50, 52 is equal to 52 minus 12 plus 1, as 12 is the lowest value and 52 is the highest value, is equal to 40 plus 1 is equal to 41. Histogram. It is a graphical representation of data with some rectangles of different sizes drawn by taking cross intervals or other things used instead of them as bases and frequencies as heights. Exercise 11, question 1. What is the length of the class interval? 50 to 60. We should always consider the class interval as a discrete class interval if not mentioned. However, class length is equal to the upper limit minus the lower limit within first brackets plus 1. 60 is the upper limit and 50 is the lower limit, is equal to 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. That's why answer is option A. Question 2. What is the midpoint of class 60 to 70? Midpoint is equal to the lower limit plus upper limit by 2. 60 is the lower limit and 70 is the upper limit. Equal to 130 by 2 is equal to 65. That's why answer is option C. Question 3. What is the average of odd numbers ranging from 1 to 10? Average 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. These 5 odd numbers are from 1 to 10. Since there are 5 odd numbers, that's why we should divide their sum by 5, which is equal to 25 by 5. In another way, you can calculate this sum. Since there are 5 odd numbers from 1 to 10, that's why the sum will be 5 square. If there are 7 odd numbers, then their sum will be 7 squares. However, 25 by 5 is equal to 5. That's why our answer is option B. Question 4. What is the median of the numbers 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, 19, 25? The data are arranged in ascending order, and 15 divides it into two equal parts. One part is 10, 12, 13. Another part is 16, 19, 25. That's why 15 is the median. And our answer is option C. Question 5. What is the numerical presentation of information called? Option A, mathematics. Option B, science. Option C, information science. Option D, statistics. It is statistics. That's why our answer is option D. Answer the questions 6 and 7 based on the following information. The daily expenditures in Dhaka of 10 students of class 7 are 20, 22, 50, 40, 32, 28, 45, 30, 25, 48. What is the range of the data? Range. The highest value minus the lowest value within first brackets plus 1. 50 is the highest value, 20 is the lowest value, is equal to 30 plus 1 is equal to 31. That's why our answer is option C. Question 7. What is the average of the data? Average 20 plus 22 plus 50 plus 40 plus 32 plus 28 plus 45 plus 30 plus 25 plus 48 by 10, as there are 10 data, is equal to 340 by 10 is equal to 34. That's why our answer is option C. If you have any query after watching the video, please let me know. The answer of your question will be given very quickly with utmost sincerity. With this, I conclude here. Thanks. Best of luck.